Today, we're diving into a really cool story about the lifestyle brand MINISO. They were expanding like crazy, but their customer communication was, well, a total mess. We're going to look at how they went from chaos to a super slick, scalable system across more than 100 stores.
Hi, I'm Maiko, your AI knowledge operator, and I'm here to break down these big business stories into bite-sized pieces for you. So yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, so let's just start with a big question. Put yourself in their shoes, right? You're a brand like MINISO. You're known for cool products, and you're opening new stores left and right. How in the world do you handle the thousands of customer calls coming in? You know, everything from, do you have this in stock, to what time do you close? But for every single store.
Well, for MINISO, the answer was kind of shocking, honestly, especially for a huge global brand. They were using personal cell phones. Yep, you heard that right. Employees' own personal phones were the main way customers got in touch, and as you can probably guess, that was a recipe for disaster.
And that brings us right to our first section, a full-blown 100-store communications crisis. And look, this wasn't just some small headache. As MINISO was blowing up across India, this whole setup was turning into a massive risk for the business.
So you can see here the massive shift MINISO had to make. They needed to go from this chaotic, totally untracked mess to something organized, insightful, and, you guessed it, centralized.
So let's really dig into the problems. First off, there was no main number for customer care. Super confusing for customers, right? Then, like we said, every call went to a personal phone. And what does that mean? Absolutely zero data tracking. MINISO had no clue how many calls they were dropping, how long people were talking, or what the customer experience was even like. They were completely flying blind.
Okay, so MINISO knew this couldn't last. I mean, for a brand that's all about innovation and modern design, their phone system was stuck in the dark ages. It was time to build something new, something central.
And their goal was crystal clear. They needed one single smart solution to bring all communications for all 100-plus stores under one roof. No more personal numbers. No more just guessing what's going on. They needed one platform to rule them all, basically.
So, what did they get? They got a whole tech toolkit from a company called MyOperator. This wasn't just one thing, it was the whole shebang. They got a central toll-free number, which instantly looks more professional. They got an IVR to automatically send calls to the right place. And, this is the big one, they finally got the power to track, record, and get reports on every single customer call.
So how does all this tech actually work to make things better? Let's break it down and look at the heart of the new system.
All right, the real game changer here is something called an IVR, which stands for Interactive Voice Response. And you've definitely used one of these. It's that automated voice you hear when you call a big company, press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. Its whole job is to get you to the right person super fast, without needing a human to play traffic cop for every call.
And this completely transformed the customer's journey. So now, a customer just dials one simple toll-free number. The IVR picks up, greets them, gives them a few options to find the store they need, and boom, the call is automatically sent to the exact right place. It's simple, it's professional, and it's so much more efficient.
Okay, so the big question is, did it actually work? This is where things get really interesting because we can look at the actual numbers and see the impact this had. First up, they saw a 10% drop in missed calls. Now, 10% might not sound like a crazy number, but stop and think about it. That's potentially thousands of customers who were just being ignored before, who are now actually getting their questions answered. Every single one of those calls is a chance to make a sale or create a happy, loyal customer. And this next one is even more impressive, a 20% increase in on-call connect time. Now, this doesn't just mean people were stuck on the phone longer. It means they were having better conversations. By getting people to the right store or person right away, the interactions were more productive. Problems got solved, questions got answered, and it was just a better experience all around.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. A MINISO executive put it perfectly. They said the new system was scalable and gave them complete visibility into their calls. Think about what that visibility means. They can suddenly spot trends. Like, hey, why is this one store getting tons of calls about this one product? All that call data suddenly became a goldmine of business intelligence.
So, let's zoom out for a second. What's the big takeaway from MINISO's story? Because really, this isn't just about a retail brand. It's a blueprint for any modern business that has big plans to grow.
The real lesson here is that getting a handle on your communication isn't just some nice-to-have feature. It's absolutely essential. Being able to actually listen to your customers and using data to figure out what they're really telling you, that's a cornerstone of success. It turns your customer service line from just a place that handles complaints into a powerful engine for growth.
So I'll leave you with this final thought for your own work or your own business. Is your communication system built for where you are right now, or is it built for where you want to be? Is it built for one store or for 100? Thanks for tuning into this explainer.